Does Claire Underwood have anyone left in her corner? In the latest official trailer for House of Cards, it appears the answer would be a resounding no. The former FLOTUS, who rose up last season to become President of the United States, is facing off against the world now that she's in her one seat of power. Not only does the press, bursting with cameos from folks like CNN analyst David Gregory, think she's in over her head, but she's also dealing with opposition from foreign factions, like Russian leader Viktor Petrov, fellow politicians, and rich American business leaders, namely power siblings Ned and Bill Shepard, played by Greg Kinnear and Diane Lane. The duo are dead set against Claire's appointment, doing everything they can to thwart her reputation as a capable leader. And so Claire sets out against them, painting them as anti-democracy hounds. "The American oligarchs out there, they are coming for us," Underwood says at one point in the trailer, clearly referring to the duo. "They are trying to strip me of my constitutional power as your commander-in-chief." She's also dealing with the ire of former aide Doug Stamper. Now that her husband Frank is dead, a plot twist brought on by Kevin Spacey's sexual misconduct scandal and subsequent expulsion from the industry, she tells Stamper it's time for the two of them to go their separate ways. "There's too much dirty laundry there, you know." Plus, Doug is something of a control freak and Claire is, in no uncertain terms, not going to be told what to do anymore by any men. "The first female president is not going to keep her mouth shut," she declares. Stamper is not enthused by that idea. So he immediately sets a course for vengeance, taking meetings with journalists like Tom Hammerschmidt so he can spill the dirt on the current POTUS. This season, the show's last, will also see Claire dealing with some of Frank's unfinished business. Remember, for example, when he pushed Secretary of State Catherine Durant down the stairs. She's very much alive and ready to speak. House of Cards Season 6 hits Netflix on November 2nd. Get Vanity Fair's HWD newsletter, sign up for essential industry and award news from Hollywood. Full screen photos. This candidate wants you to read about love and politics. William Dobson investigates how authoritarianism has taken on the trappings and lessons of modern institutions to strengthen its ability to strip nations of their democracy. A timely handbook for current political times around the world. Amazon Photo. Photograph by Tim Hout. Alan Lightman's exploration of the iterations of Einstein's theories of relativity offer brief glimpses into the nature of time and human relationships. In sharp, short vignettes, he imagines what complex ideations would mean in our daily interactions. Amazon Photo. From Vintage Books. This remains a perfectly told, ethically challenged, gothic novel of love, betrayal, and redemption. I might also recommend a fantastic offshoot story, Wide Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys. Amazon Photo. From Penguin Classics. President Johnson is one of America's most complex and effective leaders, one capable of humanity and grace while being deeply flawed as a man and a leader. With each installment, I learn more about how to be a stronger leader, as well as how to guard against the hubris inherent in political power. Amazon Photo. From Knopf. Her novel about Estebanico, a Moroccan slave who was part of Narvaez's expedition, uses the narrative device of a fictional memoir to excavate the horror faced by African slaves and native peoples in 16th-century Florida. His story makes the reader uncomfortable, angry, and bereft by turn, yet willing to endure all to see it through to the end. Amazon Photo. Photograph by Tim Hout. Nora Roberts' ability to blend suspense and romance, and to craft intense characterizations without losing the thread of any story delights the mind and the heart. Plus, her heroines are fiercely independent, and her heroes are flawed and dashing. Excellent romantic fare. Amazon Photo. Photograph by Tim Hout. Tanani Redu crosses and interweaves genres without losing the reader or the story, difficult to do and fascinating to read. Amazon Photo. From Harper Perennial.